Hi guys, Billy Green here, rider for RG Trial, and today we're going to talk through my bike that I have to ride in the Trial 2 World Championship and British Trials Championship and a few other selected events. So let's go. This is my 2020 301 RR Montesa Honda. Great bike, can't fault it. Obviously it's a 4-stroke, which most of the bikes are 2-stroke, so it's slightly different in that aspect, but I've been gelling really well with it. Really enjoyable bike to ride, and I think it is really good. So yeah, let's get on with it. Down at the heart of the bike, it's a 300 or 299 cc 4-stroke engine, which has come from the factory in Spain, which they work their magic on. I believe it's a really good engine. They also go through most of the bolts on the bike and replace them with titanium bolts. It's a little upgrade from standard and saves some weight, which the bike's known for being a little bit heavier than the two-stroke rivals, so that just helps performance. Also, talking about the engine, Montesa strip all the excess wiring and electronics that you don't need for the machine, as it is a pure race machine. Saves a bit of weight and obviously helps with performance in that aspect. Also, if we move up towards the handlebars, we can see they have routed the throttle and the clutch cable through the clamps, which if I'm ever pushing up against the handlebars, stops me catching it or anything, and while turning they just don't get in the way. We have rectal fat bars in a standard rise. It's just what comes on the bike and I like it. They're in a fairly forward position, which I find comfortable on the bike. That's paired up with some Renthal medium grips, which are lock quiet on, very comfortable, and yeah, I get some good grip from them. While we're also here, I have AJB clutch master cylinder, which gives improved clutch performance, matched up with the engine that the factory prepared, which I can't fault. It's a really good clutch. Lanyard, which I need for all major events, and it's just a good safety point really. I even wear it when I'm practicing. If you ever fall off, it just cuts the machine off. And on this side we have the Brake Tech brake, which is a really strong, powerful brake. Also, on the ends of the bars, I run S3 bar ends, which I think are a necessity for any trials rider. They protect the grip whenever you fall off, whether it be in the mud or on any rocks. So when you fall off, you don't rip your grips, which I do a bit of crashing and saves my grips every time. They look cool, and also on the throttle end, they twist with the bar end, twist with the grip in the throttle, so you don't ever catch your grip on the bar end. So your throttle is fine, and they're nice and sealed, so you don't get any dirt in under the throttle, which can affect performance. So all round, the S3 bar ends are just really good. Also on the front end here, we run a carbon fork race, which is just a bit more rigid and obviously lighter than the metal one. So just to say a bit more safe weight. And while we're also here, we have carbon fork guards to protect the bottom lowers of the forks, and also is a nice area to put my sponsor stickers on. So yeah, that's all good. Also on the front we're running the Tech factory suspension, which is just an upgrade over the standard ones, better performance and generally just a good all-round feeling from the fork. So moving back along the bike, here we have Michelin X11 tyres, front and rear actually. Is my favourite tyre. I think it's the best all-round tyre you can get. Also here, footrests, we use the S3 hard rock steel, very strong footrest and at a nice angle that I find very confidence inspiring on the bike, which are paired up with some longer hangers than standard, which just puts me in a nicer position on the bike, which is a nice little mod by the factory. Also on this end of the bike, they trim down this plastic chain guard, just because it's not necessary to have the full length one on, and it's just something else I can catch and break if in an event. Also here we run the S3 chain tensioner, which is very nice. I also like to just spray paint my valve caps red, just so I can just see them a bit easier when trying to find them while checking the pressures. So, span the bike round. And one of the main things you can obviously see on this side of the bike is the exhaust, which for this year, the 301RR got an upgrade. It got a different rear silencer, which has increased the engine performance. It's a little bit extra power, which obviously is nice. And I just run a standard system, tailpipe, front pipe, all just standard what you get on a bike behind the shop. Obviously noticeably the stand is gone. It's just extra weight that I'm carrying around, so that's taken straight off. I have a FM approved rear disc from Galfa and a Galfa disc at the front, matched up with Galfa pads, which provide very good braking performance, and I think the FIM approved disc just looks really cool as well. One thing you can probably also see, the mapping switch. It's moved from the handlebars down to here on the coolant pipe, which obviously is still quite accessible here, and on the handlebars I think it's just a bit more vulnerable in a crash, could be knocked off, so it's out of the way, tucked down there, and it's all good. On the rear of the bike we have the Showa rear shock from the factory, which is really good performance and just tops off the package that I ride. So here it is, my Montesa 301RR.